So before this video begins, please forgive my confusion. I got the clutch fan mixed up with the fan blade. I've been saying that a lot in this video, but today's install will be the GK Tech fan blade that connects to the clutch fan. Forgive me once more, but enjoy the video. Good evening everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another install video. Hope you're all having a great day, and if you aren't already subscribed and want to hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. Like I mentioned, today we will be doing another install video. Shout out to the boys at GK Tech. Today we'll be installing a new clutch fan. I heard a lot of good reviews about this bad boy here. This clutch fan here is smaller opposed to the OEM clutch fan and has more fins, thus creating more rotation, thus improving a 40% airflow. Should be a pretty easy install. I am currently watching the video of GK Tech installing it, but if I could help out even more on how to install this fan, I will do my best. First thing we'll need to do is uninstall the front radiator brackets. That'll give us more leverage and more room to shimmy out the clutch fan here. We'll unplug the cam position sensor, but not take it out. We'll go ahead and undo 2 bolts to the alternator at the bottom here and at the top, and then relieve the alternator of tension with the tension bolt here. We'll take out the 4 bolts to the clutch fan, shimmy it out, install our adapter plate because intentionally this was made for the SR20 motors, and this is the RB to VG motor adapter. Radiator support brackets are out. Didn't know that was like that. I'm gonna have to find a bolt and thread it underneath in the future. It was just secured by this little guy here. Next, let's loosen up the bolts to the clutch fan. All right, clutch bolts have successfully been loosened at the moment, and as a helpful tip, I'm gonna go ahead and measure the adjustment bolt here, so when I unadjust it to get the fan off and then readjust it when I put the new fan on, I can ensure the proper tension, kind of go by feel as well, and get my stock tension as close as possible. OEM fan shroud is out. As you can see here, it is cracked pretty badly. There's another crack here, stress crack there. So this fan was honestly on its way out. Did good for 30 years old. You can see the integrity and structure of GK Tech's fan compared to the OEM RB20 fan. Now we'll go ahead and remove these 4 bolts connecting the fan. So if you're going to be running this fan on your RB or VG spec motor, you're going to need the adapter plate, because again, this was originally for the SR motors. Pretty simple. We got the adapter, slides into the grooves here like so. Fitment is spot on. Your long M6 bolts will go from the adapter, of course with the wave washer in between, and then with your smaller bolts that will connect to the fan to the adapter. Just got all the assembly bolts in. All these bolts should be torqued between 4 to 7 foot-pounds, and don't forget to go into a star pattern. All right, just got done installing the GK Tech fan, all torqued down. Clutch bolt fans torqued down to 7 pounds. Alternator bracket, the bottom one torqued to 40, the top one to the adjustment screw torqued to 40. Adjusted the adjustment screw to where it was at initially. Tested tension on the belt here. Everything feels like it was before I changed it out. I didn't touch the cast, but I made sure all connections were plugged in. Now let's start, and hopefully it turns on. Alright, so sorry if you can't hear me too well, but all is well. No squealing of the belts being too tight. You can definitely feel a difference from the rotation of the fan. I could honestly feel it out to here, and I'm sure the camera could pick it up out to here, but before I could only feel the fan up close. But again, very simple and successful install. Tested all the tension to the belts. Everything is good. I'm just gonna go ahead and let the car idle for about 7 to 10 minutes and double check my work. Turn the car off and readjust not readjust, check on all the bolts again, making sure that they didn't get loose from movement, and start up again and see where we're at. Sweet, so let the car idle for about 15 minutes. Went ahead, turned off the car, let it cool down for a bit, even though it wasn't that hot, because this fan really does the job. Double checked the torque specs on the clutch fan bolts. Everything checks out. Triple checked the tension on the alternator water pump belt. Everything checks out. They say you should, if you have more than ½ inch of play in your belt, it's too loose. What's feeling good, I don't have an accurate belt reader tool, which I should really invest in, but no weird squealing or squeakings. Everything's a-okay. Only concern is this guy here. I gotta find a nut for this bolt and secure it underneath. But honestly, again, a super successful job. Very simple. Fan was at a great price too, I believe, for the fan and the adapter plate. It was like 98 bucks. Definitely worth the money. Also, when I was reading the product reviews on the GK Tech clutch fan, a lot of R32 Skyline owners said that their motors ran between 5 to 6 degrees cooler on the track, which is a significant difference. And when I put in my aluminum coil rad radiator and Nismo low temp thermostat, God knows how cool this motor is going to run, and I'm incredibly stoked on that. So that's going to go ahead, guys, and wrap up this video. Hope you learned a little about something. If you have any questions, hit up GK Tech. That video was really detailed and very informative. I thought I could add some additional information and help you guys out. I am really happy with the quality of this fan. I was going to take the Skyline out for a nice drive, but it started raining and I don't have good tires at the moment, so I'll be fishtailing everywhere. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for your continuous love and support. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. That'd be awesome. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll see you next video.